In the vast and harmonious kingdom of Bodylandia, millions of citizens worked tirelessly to keep the kingdom running smoothly. These citizens were called cells, and each had a specific role. Some built structures, others delivered resources, and many stood guard against intruders. At the helm of this orderly society was King DNA, the wise ruler who lived in the grand nucleus palace of every cell. He carried the sacred book of instructions that told each cell how to behave, grow, and die honorably when their time came. For centuries, the citizens of Bodylandia lived in peace, growing, dividing, and dying in perfect harmony. But one day, something changed. In a small corner of Bodylandia, deep within a cell's nucleus palace, a mutation appeared, a tiny error in the sacred book of instructions. At first, no one noticed. After all, errors happened occasionally, and the kingdom had repair knights who could fix such mistakes. But this error was different. It whispered rebellion into the ear of one cell. Why should we follow the rules? Why should we stop growing? Why should we die when our time comes? The cell, now calling itself Rebel Cell, ignored the commands of King DNA. Instead of dying when it grew old or damaged, it continued to grow and divide uncontrollably. Worse still, it began recruiting nearby cells, spreading its message of rebellion. The rebel cells banded together and built a tumor fortress, a dark, growing mass that stole resources and oxygen meant for the loyal citizens of Bodylandia. They even created their own blood highways to ensure a steady supply of nutrients. Meanwhile, the citizens nearby grew weak as resources were diverted to the tumor fortress. The immune guards patrolling the kingdom noticed the fortress but often hesitated. The rebel cells were masters of disguise, wearing cloaks that made them look like normal citizens. The fortress grew, pressing against vital cities and blocking important highways. As the tumor fortress expanded, some rebel cells broke away and traveled through the blood highways and lymphatic rivers, establishing new rebel outposts, or metastasis, in distant corners of Bodylandia. The liver, lungs, bones, and even the brain. The kingdom began to suffer, vital cities failed, resources were drained, and the citizens grew weaker and sicker. The once thriving Bodylandia was under siege. In desperation, the people of Bodylandia summoned the Council of Healers, led by Lady Chemotherapy, Sir Radiotherapy, and Dr. Immunotherapy. Lady Chemotherapy wielded powerful potions designed to attack fast-growing rebel cells. But her magic was indiscriminate. Sometimes loyal citizens were harmed in the crossfire. Sir Radiotherapy, with his beams of focused light, aimed to destroy rebel cells in targeted areas of the fortress. Dr. Immunotherapy trained the immune guards to recognize and fight the disguised rebel cells, lifting their cloaks and making them vulnerable. When possible, Surgeon Steelblade marched in with precision and cut away entire sections of the tumor fortress to halt its growth. Together, they waged war on the rebel cells. The war against cancer was fierce and exhausting. Some tumor fortresses fell, others resisted stubbornly, and a few managed to adapt and evade treatments. But hope remained. Scientists and healers worked tirelessly in secret laboratories, developing better weapons, smarter potions, and sharper tools to fight the rebels. New generals like targeted therapy and precision medicine joined the fight, attacking the rebel cells' weaknesses directly without harming loyal citizens. In some cases, the rebels were defeated entirely, and Bodylandia slowly healed. In others, the rebels remained, but their expansion was halted, and Bodylandia learned to coexist with the tumor fortress under careful surveillance. The people of Bodylandia learned valuable lessons. Early detection was crucial. Spotting rebel cells before they built their fortresses gave the kingdom its best chance. Healthy habits like good nutrition, exercise, and avoiding toxic substances kept the kingdom's defenses strong. Vigilance was key. Every citizen had to pay attention to suspicious lumps, unexplained weight loss, persistent fatigue, or changes in their daily routines. Cancer is not just a disease, it's a rebellion, a cellular uprising that disrupts the harmony of Bodylandia. But with knowledge, vigilance, and powerful allies in medicine, the kingdom can fight back and in many cases, emerge victorious. And so, the people of Bodylandia carried on, not without scars but with resilience, hope, and a shared promise to remain ever watchful against the rise of the rebel cells.